The Baker women's basketball team is not only the top in the Hart Conference, but they are one of the top teams in the nation. The Wildcats are number 13 nationally ranked, and they are on an 8-2 record so far this season. The Wildcats are looking to improve their Hart record to 3-0 as they will play Mount Mercy this Saturday. Today we'll be interviewing Courtney Hoag, who leads the conference in block shots with 28 so far, and here she is to preview the upcoming game against Mount Mercy. So Courtney, your team is 8-2 so far this season and 2-0 in the Hart Conference. Now, what has been the keys to success this season?
I would say so far definitely our offense has been very good. Our defense has been something that's kind of been coming along as we've been going. It's not like we didn't start out so strong defensively, but I think as we've gone on and gotten to gameplay, like we actually are trying to like find our identity, and it's starting to work for us. And yeah. So
you are leading the conference in block shots. Now tell us, what has been clicking for you, and what have you done to improve yourself and be able to be the top leader for blocks this season?
Well, at the beginning of the year, I struggled a lot with getting in foul trouble early, so that's been a really big thing for me, is to just try and stay as straight up as possible, and they just shoot straight into my hand basically, and that usually just is what happens.
Now, this weekend we are playing Mount Mercy on Saturday. Tell us, what do we need to do in order to improve our Hart record to 3-0?
Definitely shoot the ball a little better from the three-point line, because we haven't been really great in that area, but I think that sometimes you just kind of get in a little rut shooting, and then there's usually a game, like one game, where you just kind of go off on a team, and hopefully that'll be this weekend. Also, our defense needs to continue to keep improving.
Okay, so now I'm going to ask you the final 4 questions. They're going to be kind of fun. So, what is your favorite place to eat in Baldwin City?
I'd probably say El Patron, just because Mexican food is one of my favorites.
I would have to say the same. This is definitely very good.
Yes.
And, okay, would you rather have $1 million or true love?
Ooh, that one's tricky. Probably true love, just because brings more happiness, I feel like, than money.
Yeah, I agree. And what is your favorite NBA team?
My favorite NBA team is the Cavs. I'm a very big LeBron fan, so yeah.
And then what is your favorite celebrity? Who is your favorite celebrity?
I would probably have to go with Denzel Washington. I'm a really big fan of like all of his movies, so
yeah, he's a great actor.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Courtney, and we're looking forward to Saturday's game.
Yeah, me too.
The women's basketball team is set to take on Mount Mercy this Saturday inside Collins Center at noon. Here's Baker Sports Information Director Tyler Price with head coach Ben Lister.
All right, we're here with Baker University head women's basketball coach Ben Lister. Coach, the team is 8-2 and again nationally ranked. Talk about the start of the season so far. What are some things you've liked from your squad at this point?
I think the start of the season has been pretty much what I had expected it to be. We've got a younger group this year. It's made up of some veteran players that have played for us, but are still relatively early in their careers, primarily sophomores and juniors as a group. And I think that was evident in the way that we played early on. Even our seniors weren't logging tons of minutes last year as juniors, and have really had to play more minutes this year, with the exception of Sydney Hansen, who started for us. So kind of a new group overall, as far as just kids being in critical moments and critical games, and learning how to step up and play in those types of situations. So I think you've seen some inconsistencies from us, particularly on the defensive end early. That's something that I feel like we're really working hard to address, and try to get better on that end of the floor. We've definitely been able to score the ball really well, and I felt like that would be a strength of this team coming in. But defense and rebounding are the 2 areas that we were primarily concerned about, and continue to be concerned about as we try to move forward. The last couple of games we played much better on that end of the floor as far as I'm concerned, and we continue to really focus on that. And if we can figure those things out with this group and the type of athleticism and scoring ability they have, they've got a chance to have a really good year. So, the first part of the year, 8-2, 1-2 against ranked teams, and one of those is a 1-point loss on the last second shot. It kind of shows that we're right there in the mix. not completely where we need to be, but definitely have a chance to be there at the end.
Yeah, your offense is putting together some nice numbers, averaging over 80 points per game, and you're in the top 10 in scoring, as well as 3-point field goals made. How about, you have to be pretty encouraged about some of the offensive things you guys are putting together.
Yeah, I felt, like I said, coming in that was going to be a strength of ours. We have a lot of kids that can really shoot the basketball. We have multiple players that have the ability to get to the rim one-on-one and create shots for their teammates. We're an unselfish team, and that, I think it's showing up in the way that we're playing. We've had different kids step up on different nights, which has kind of been a calling card of us offensively, period. But we've had, Caitlin Modisette, Sydney Hansen, and Courtney Hoag all over 20 points in a game. I think Anna Hignight's been there or close to it, maybe at 19. Jody's had 19 in a game. So a lot of kids that can step up and really do good things for us on the offensive end. Statistically, right now, we are on pace to obviously be maybe the best offensive team that we've had here, but conference play is a much different animal. And teams know you better, and your numbers tend to drop a little bit once you start playing those. And that's kind of evident over the last couple of games in our conference that we haven't scored quite as efficiently as we had prior to that. But I know we can score points. I know that we have a team that can really shoot the basketball and can really get out there and do some things offensively that are going to be hard for other teams to match up with. And our numbers are pretty close to what they were last year as far as efficiency ratings and what we want to do in our offense. The only difference is we're scoring a little bit higher clip. So this team has a chance to be special on that end of the floor, and if they can figure things out on the other end, have a really, really good year.
Yeah, one category your team has always been in the top 10, especially the last 5 years, has been block shots. With all the great bigs you've had with Macy Wallish and Kenzie Cook and now Courtney Hoag. Talk about Courtney Hoag's play, and she leads the conference in block shots.
Yeah, she's really, really stepped up and done a nice job so far in the early season. And I think we see the difference when she's able to stay on the floor and stay out of foul trouble as far as what we're able to do offensively and defensively. I would say her biggest improvement is rebounding and defense. The other night she had 8 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 blocks. And that stat line reminded me a lot of Macy Wallish when she was playing here, and just maybe not relying totally on making shots to be a part of the game and the flow and making a difference, but finding other ways to affect the game. And Courtney's been able to step up and do that. I think she had a 20-point, 13-rebound game. She's had a couple double-doubles. Just really been pleased with her. I think she's settled down. I think she's more comfortable. I don't think the game is too fast for her right now. I think she understands her role and has really stepped up on both ends of the floor for us and is playing at a very high level. And just really pleased with her. And yeah, we have been a team that's known for blocking shots. Sometimes that gets us in trouble and foul trouble, but we do like to challenge shots. We're not a team that's going out there and trying to press and getting passing lanes and things like that. We want to challenge as many shots as we possibly can. And Courtney Hoag's done a really nice job of doing that. She'll have a chance to really be in the top 2 or 3 for single season blocks with the pace she's on. And in fact, her pace right now is higher than any that Macy had while she was playing here, who was our all-time block shot leader. So she's doing a really, really good job. Very pleased with her, and we're going to need her to continue to do that throughout the year.
Yeah, last thing for you, Mount Mercy coming into Baldwin City on Saturday at noon. How important will it be to get off to a fast start and play well against Mount Mercy to get that 3-0 mark?
Well, I think one thing that we haven't been great at is the first quarter. I think that's an area that it's taken us a while to really get going sometimes, and we've dug ourselves some holes. So that's always a big key for us, especially at home. I think these couple of weeks is really tough just because of finals for everybody. We have the luxury of being at home, which is a very important thing. We don't have to travel during finals week or right before finals week when you have other things on your mind. So it'll be nice to play a home game. Mount Mercy, again, a conference opponent. They run their stuff very well, and the record isn't great right now, but they're going to know us very well. Their coach has been in our league for a while, not only at Mount Mercy, but she was an assistant at Culver, so she's going to be very familiar with what we do, and we're going to have to come out and play well. And our goal is to treat everybody the same way, and know that in the conference, when you're coming off a season that you had where when you won the conference championship, that you're going to get everybody's best shot, and they're going to play at a high level. And there's no nights off. We say it all the time. I think our girls understand that, and they're pretty focused on making sure that they end the first part of conference play before Christmas the way they need to, come out focused and ready to go, and really take care of business, if we can do that.
Coach, we appreciate your time. Hope everybody comes out to the Collins Center on Saturday at noon as Wildcats take on Mount Mercy. So thank you.
Thanks, Tyler.